Have you ever felt unusually tired, dizzy, or forgetful, and assumed it was simply a normal part of getting older? Many symptoms that seem harmless at first can have a variety of causes. One possibility that is often overlooked is dehydration. For many older adults, dehydration can develop gradually. The signs may be subtle, and in some cases, they can be mistaken for normal aging or other common health concerns. That's why understanding the warning signs is so important. In today's video, we'll discuss 7 early signs of dehydration in seniors, why older adults may be more vulnerable to dehydration, and a few simple habits that can help support healthy hydration. This video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. If you have concerns about your health, consult a qualified healthcare professional. Let's get started. Before we look at the warning signs, it's helpful to understand why dehydration can become more common with age. One reason is that many older adults experience a reduced sense of thirst. In other words, the body may need fluids even when a person doesn't feel particularly thirsty. As we age, the body's ability to regulate fluids can also change. The kidneys may become less efficient at conserving water, making it easier to lose fluids over time. Certain medications can also play a role. Some medications may increase urination or affect the body's fluid balance. Mobility challenges can be another factor. Some older adults intentionally drink less because they want to avoid frequent trips to the bathroom, especially when they're away from home. Hot weather can increase risk as well. During warm days, the body loses more fluids through sweating. If those fluids aren't replaced, dehydration may develop more quickly than expected. Even mild illnesses can contribute. Fever, vomiting, diarrhea, or reduced appetite can all affect hydration levels. Because several factors can occur at the same time, older adults often face a higher risk of dehydration than younger individuals. Now, let's look at some signs that may indicate the body isn't getting enough fluids. The first sign is a dry mouth. One of the earliest and most noticeable signs can be a dry or sticky feeling in the mouth. Saliva plays an important role in keeping the mouth comfortable. It helps with speaking, chewing, swallowing, and maintaining oral health. When the body doesn't have enough fluids available, saliva production may decrease. As a result, the mouth may feel unusually dry. Some people notice cracked lips. Others may experience a rough feeling on the tongue or a constant sensation of thirst. You may even find yourself reaching for water more often because your mouth simply feels uncomfortable. However, it's important to remember that dry mouth can have many causes. Certain medications, medical conditions, and even mouth breathing can contribute to the problem. Still, when dry mouth appears alongside other symptoms on this list, it may be worth paying closer attention to hydration. The second sign is darker urine. Urine color can sometimes provide useful clues about hydration status. When a person is well hydrated, urine is often lighter in color. As fluid levels decrease, urine may become darker and more concentrated. Some people may also notice that they're using the bathroom less frequently than usual. Of course, urine color isn't a perfect indicator. Certain vitamins, foods, and medications can affect its appearance. That's why urine color should never be viewed in isolation. Instead, think of it as one piece of a larger picture. If darker urine appears together with fatigue, dizziness, dry mouth, or increased thirst, dehydration may be one possible explanation. The third sign is fatigue or low energy. Feeling unusually tired is a sign that sometimes goes unnoticed. Water is involved in many important processes throughout the body. When hydration levels drop, some people report feeling sluggish, drained, or lacking their usual energy. They may find everyday tasks require more effort than normal. A short walk might feel more tiring. Household chores may seem harder to complete. Some people simply describe the feeling as being off without knowing exactly why. The challenge is that fatigue is extremely common and can result from many different factors. Poor sleep, stress, illness, nutritional deficiencies, medication effects, and other health conditions can all contribute. Because of this, dehydration is not always the first possibility people consider. However, if fatigue appears alongside several of the other signs discussed in this video, hydration may be worth thinking about. The fourth sign is dizziness when standing. Have you ever stood up quickly and felt lightheaded for a few moments? Many people have experienced this at some point. Dizziness can occur for a variety of reasons, but dehydration may contribute in some cases. When the body lacks lacks adequate fluids, maintaining normal circulation may become more difficult. As a result, some people experience brief episodes of lightheadedness when moving from a sitting or lying position to standing. The sensation may last only a few seconds, but it can still be concerning. For older adults, dizziness deserves special attention because it may increase the risk of falls. Falls are a major health concern among seniors and can sometimes lead to serious injuries. For that reason, ongoing or persistent dizziness should never be ignored. If dizziness becomes frequent, severe, or concerning, it should be discussed with a healthcare professional. The fifth sign is headaches. Headaches are another symptom that may sometimes be associated with dehydration. Many people have experienced a headache after spending time outdoors on a hot day without drinking enough fluids. Although headaches can occur for countless reasons, hydration may be one contributing factor in certain situations. Some individuals describe dehydration-related headaches as a dull ache that gradually develops throughout the day. Others may notice discomfort that improves after resting and drinking fluids. However, a headache alone does not mean someone is dehydrated. Stress, lack of sleep, eye strain, illness, medications, and many other factors can also cause headaches. That's why it's important to look at the overall pattern rather than focusing on a single symptom. When headaches occur alongside fatigue, dry mouth, dizziness, or darker urine, hydration may deserve consideration. The sixth sign is confusion or difficulty concentrating. This is one sign that can be particularly concerning in older adults. When dehydration becomes more significant, some people may experience changes in concentration, attention, or alertness. They may find it harder to focus on conversations. They may feel mentally foggy. Simple tasks that normally feel easy may suddenly require more effort. Family members sometimes notice these changes before the individual does. Because confusion can result from many different causes, it should always be taken seriously. Sudden changes in mental status are not something that should simply be dismissed as getting older. A wide range of medical conditions can contribute to confusion, and some require prompt evaluation. For that reason, significant or unexpected confusion should be assessed by a healthcare professional. The important takeaway is that hydration can influence how we feel physically and mentally, especially as we age. The seventh sign is constipation. Hydration plays an important role in digestive health. When the body doesn't have enough fluids, stools may become harder and more difficult to pass. As a result, bowel movements may become less comfortable or less frequent. Of course, constipation can have many causes. Diet, physical activity levels, medications, and certain medical conditions can all affect digestive function. However, insufficient fluid intake is one factor that is sometimes overlooked. Maintaining healthy hydration may help support normal digestive processes as part of an overall healthy lifestyle. For many people, small improvements in hydration habits can make a noticeable difference over time. Now that we've covered the warning signs, let's talk about a few simple habits that may help support healthy hydration. First, try drinking fluids consistently throughout the day, rather than waiting until you feel thirsty. Since thirst signals may become less noticeable with age, relying solely on thirst isn't always ideal. Second, keep water easily accessible. A reusable water bottle placed nearby can serve as a simple reminder to drink regularly. Third, remember that hydration doesn't come only from beverages. Many fruits and vegetables contain significant amounts of water. Foods such as watermelon, cucumbers, oranges, and strawberries can contribute to overall fluid intake. Fourth, pay attention to your body's signals. Changes in urine color, energy levels, or thirst may provide useful clues about hydration status. Finally, if you take medications or have health conditions that affect fluid balance, speak with a healthcare professional about what hydration strategies may be appropriate for you. Small daily habits can add up over time. Dehydration is something that can sometimes develop quietly, especially in older adults. Because the signs are often subtle, they may be mistaken for normal aging or other common health concerns. Possible warning signs can include dry mouth, darker urine, fatigue, dizziness, headaches, difficulty concentrating, and constipation. It's important to remember that these symptoms can have many different causes and should not be used to diagnose dehydration on their own. However, understanding these signs may help older adults and their families recognize when hydration deserves closer attention. A few simple habits practiced consistently can go a long way towards supporting healthy hydration and overall well-being. If you found this video helpful, Consider subscribing for more educational content about healthy aging, nutrition, mobility, and senior wellness. Thank you for watching, and take care.